Today on Happy Healthy Living with Yvonne Douglas, we're going to make spaghetti limone. So stay tuned.
'Twas a long time ago, longer now than it seems, in a place that perhaps you've seen in your dreams. For the story that you're about to be told began with the holiday worlds of old. Now you've probably wondered where holidays come from. If you haven't, I'd say it's time you begun.
Okay, so what do we need to make our spaghetti limone? Well, first of all, you're going to need a whole lemon. I got a lemon squeezer there. We're going to squeeze the juice out of that lemon. We're going to need pasta. It depends how much you need to make, how many people you're serving, but this is really for me and maybe a little for Yvonne. Then we're going to need some Parmesan cheese. I'm using Parmigiano Reggiano cheese, but you can use regular Parmesan cheese. And you're also going to need 6 tablespoons of unsalted butter, and of course, salt and pepper. And that's it. It's very easy and it's so delicious. Okay, so you can see we have a pasta pot here. I love using my pasta pot because you can just pull out the pasta and the water just drains into the pot. So that's really, really nice. We are going to boil our water first, of course. We're going to add some sea salt to this. So you want to salt your water really well for your spaghetti. I love using a pasta spoon like this. This is just to help stir the pasta and keep the strands apart, all that kind of good stuff. So we're going to cook our pasta just like it says on the box. We're going to do that for around 12 minutes. We want it al dente, and we're going to reserve some of the pasta water for our sauce, buttery lemony sauce for our spaghetti limone. Stay tuned. Okay, so you can see our water is beginning to boil, so I'm going to salt really well. And we're going to add our spaghetti. I like just putting it in like this and letting it spread. And then we're just going to submerge each strand in the water. Very simple. And we're just going to cook this, like I said, for around 12 minutes or al dente. That's what you want. Very simple. Okay. See how this pasta spoon really helps. Highly suggest a pasta spoon. Make sure when you're cooking your pasta that you stir it every so often with your pasta spoon if you have one. Just want to make sure all those strands are broken up. Now our pasta only has a few more minutes to cook, so what I'm going to do in my large skillet here, I'm going to turn on the flame. From that 6 tablespoons of butter, I'm adding 4 right here. We want to melt our butter. Okay, so you can see that our butter is pretty much melted. What I'm going to do with the pasta water here is I'm going to add a ladle. This is approximately 1/4 of a cup of pasta water to our sauce. Going to give that a stir in here. I'm going to add 1/2 tablespoon of minced garlic. Now, if you wanted to leave the garlic out, you could. I know that there's a lot of spaghetti limone recipes out there that don't call for the garlic. It's up to you, but I really love the garlic with this. A garlic lemony sauce. Mmm. Yummy. Adding approximately a tablespoon of lemon juice to the sauce. I'm going to lower the heat. We want this on a low flame right now. We just want to get it nice and combined and heat it up. We don't want to burn our garlic. Nice. Our pasta is almost done. I'm going to add my pasta. I'm not going to rinse my pasta. That's why we added the pasta water. Look how nice. Yes. It's going to absorb that butter, the garlic. Now what we're going to do, once that's all coated with that delectable sauce, we're going to add the rest of the butter, which was 2 tablespoons. And I'm going to add 2 more tablespoons of the lemon's juice. We want this nice and lemony. All right. Going to melt that butter on top of that pasta. Give it a couple of nice swirls around there. Yum. And this is so easy to make, guys. Very, very, very simple. This would be a nice quick cook during the week. You can have it during the fall. You can have it during the spring, summer, or winter. Just one of those dishes any time of the year. So simple, so delectable. So good. I'm going to season it with some salt and pepper, approximately a tablespoon or so, maybe a little bit more of salt. I'm going to use some freshly cracked black pepper. Probably about a tablespoon or so. Give that a nice stir. That's all it is. How easy is that? We are going to top it with some parsley flakes and some Parmigiano cheese. Parmigiano Reggiano cheese. Got some dry parsley flakes. You can use fresh, of course. I think that looks good. You just want to cover the top. Give it a stir. Perfect. Let's plate it. So we're going to plate it. I have this bowl here. This is a very low bowl. It's not a deep one. You could also put this on a plate too. I'm just going to use a bowl for my lunch here. Do a nice little twist if you can. Perfect. I'm going to add some pretty parsley flakes on top a little bit more. And my Parmigiano cheese. Oh, look at that. And a nice little lemon to squeeze for extra yumminess. Look at that. So good. And now, of course, a taste test. Cannot wait. Perfect. So good. Squeeze a little bit more lemon on there if you want. The cheese, the lemon. One of my favorite dishes. Thank you so much for joining us today on Happy Healthy Living with Limone Douglas today. Remember, if you want that homey vibe, you need to subscribe, and please give this video a like. Until next time, my friends, happy healthy living. Bye-bye. Yum.